Hello. Welcome to St. Petersburg College, Gibbs campus, St. Petersburg, Florida. My name is Brian Messick, and I am here to review the TC Electronic BG250 combo amplifier. The BG250 series is a 250 watt amplifier that comes in 4 different combinations. As you can see, we have 4 amplifiers here: a 210, a 115, a 28, and a 112. Now, all of these amplifiers come with the same major specifications, i.e. a wattage and effects, built-in effects. Also, they have the ability to have an auxiliary in and headphones, so you can actually practice to whatever music you are prone to practicing to. At this moment, I play with an Irish band, and it's very nice to be able to sit at home, put on your headphones, plug in the music that you need to play for the gig, and just practice along with it quietly, and you still benefit from all the tone capabilities that these amplifiers have. And they are very diverse amplifiers. I've actually had the pleasure of playing with the 115 on numerous occasions out with my bands, and I have to say that it's one of my favorite amplifiers to date that I've owned or gotten to play on. It's incredibly versatile. It's plenty loud. You never have to worry about that. And as far as the balance output for the front of house, and again, the built-in tuner, it's really a complete package, I'd have to say. I definitely enjoy the varied tones that I can get out of this amplifier, and I don't think there's a better amplifier combo on the market for the price. Absolutely not. When I was searching for an amplifier to purchase, I stumbled upon the BG series after researching TC Electronics' very wide and varied assortment of amplifiers over the years. The quality has always seemed to not be an issue. They have wonderful customer service, and it's just in general a lovely company to deal with. So, having said all of that, what I'd like to do is demo a few of the effects and just show you a little bit of the versatility of the amplifier. I'm not going to play anything special. I'm just going to mess around a little bit, play a couple bass lines. But what we'll do is, right now it has a chorus and a tone built in. I haven't switched anything out. You do have the option with an application on your phone to do that. You can pretty much put any combination of effects, of 2 effects on these amplifiers that you want. So if you are prone to playing really bluesy stuff, and you want a nice thick tone, well, you can get that with the push of a button and the turn of a knob. And on this bass, I have a PJ setup, so I can get as thick as a sound as I'd like to get. So, let's see. Well, that wasn't anything special, right? But that's obviously thick, growly, and mean, right? Well, this is what it sounds like without that engaged, and that's turned up 3/4 of the way. You can turn it down a great deal. As a matter of fact, let's do that first. So we'll turn it down to halfway, and you'll see much cleaner, not nearly as driven, but still really aggressive, and it's a really nice sound. Clean, just clean. nice tone to it clean. It does have gain staging. You can set your gain so that you're not clipping, but you can just get in a little, you can really crank it and push the amplifier as much as you like. Make sure that you get the maximum power out of it. And then we have the effects, like I said. The EQ as well. It does have a parametric EQ, and I have to say that compared to some other amplifiers that I played on, the EQ really does make a difference. It doesn't require a lot of fiddling. You set it and it stays that way, and a little bit does a lot with this thing. And we'll mess with that here in a little bit. But what I'd like to do now is show you the chorus that's built in. And these are the effects that come with the amplifier. It is really not difficult at all to change the effects through the application on your phone. You can select any combination. There's customized ones that people have made and put up there, effects that have been shared by other artists who have their own little things that they like to do with this amplifier. So you can get those, download them, and then just through your phone, you just hold it up to the pickup, and it sends a signal into the amplifier, which changes the effects. So you can theoretically change them, in a set break or right before the show, whatever you want to do. It's definitely ideal for people that don't require a lot of effects. You don't need to bring a pedal board. You don't need to push the boundaries very far, but you can still have the tone that you really like, and you can have that versatility. And I don't know many amplifiers out there that have that kind of versatility, and especially with the sound quality that all four of these represent. So we're going to try the chorus. So here it is, without any effects on it, right? And then here's the chorus. Now, it's subtle. It's subtle. It's actually nicely subtle. It's not overpowering. But you can turn it up, crank that bad layer to 10. And it's a little more aggressive, but it's not overpoweringly aggressive. I think it's actually well balanced. Both of those are fairly well balanced effects, I think, and they definitely bring something to the table. So we have that, and then again we have the parametric EQ. We can crank the bass up. Granted, you're not going to probably hear all of this since I'm filming with a cell phone, but it is there for you to use. So I don't know if you can hear that, but that is quaking. That's quaking, and that's the bass at +2. It is. There's no shortage of power. There's no shortage of air being moved by these 210. And I will say that I have played every one of these, and they all have very similar abilities. I would say the 210 is my favorite, just because it has the cleanest, punchier tone. The 2.8 is actually fantastic. I think I want that amplifier. It's incredibly small, incredibly portable, and it moves a lot of air, and it is tight and punchy, but you don't really lose any of the low end like you might think you would with the 2.8 cap. It's quite impressive, and I'd like to pat somebody on the back, actually. I think it's fantastic. The 112 is a wonderful all-around cab as well, and really it's a close tie for sound between the 210 and the 112. They're both very similar, but the 15 is great for that fat, boomy low end, and it's still pretty articulate. So you're not really suffering. Any one of these is a good decision. But I actually have the 215, or had the 215, or pardon me, the 115, and I like it very much. I find it to be incredibly effective and useful piece of equipment, and I really enjoy playing through it, and I enjoy the tone. Every amplifier is made for every one of these combos, I should say, is made maybe for a little bit of different application, but universally they're quite effective. So we'll go back to the EQ. So I'm going to turn the bass down a little bit here, and I'm going to turn the treble up a little bit, and the mids up a little bit. tight, it's punchy, but it still has plenty of low end. And that's completely cut, all the bass cut out of it. So if you leave this thing neutral, in most situations you won't have a lot of problems. Granted, you're going to want to dial it into whatever tone, whatever style that you're playing. You know, I tend to play finger style, and I tend to play, you know, more bluesy stuff, more basic stuff. So it's not, you know, for me, I like to leave it flat, add a little bit of tone, and run with that. But other than that, I mean, you have one of the great things about these amplifiers is they weigh very little. I believe the 210 weighs 45 pounds, and the 115 weighs 35, and I believe the 12 is about 35 pounds. So 35 pounds for a combo amplifier, that'll fit in your back seat or in your trunk. Mine actually fits right in the trunk of my Corolla, which is a very small trunk, and I never have a problem with it. And it's easy to load in and load out, and you don't have to bring anything else with you. There's a built-in tuner, which is good for 4, 5, or 6 strings, and it works, well, as a tuner should, well. And as a matter of fact, I will say that purchasing this amplifier definitely streamlined the gigging process for me, and I would absolutely love to have another one. And I don't know that there's much else I can say other than the fact that for the money, in my opinion, I don't know of a better, more versatile amplifier combo on the market. So if you were in the market, I would absolutely recommend that you take a look at these amplifiers and you find the one that best suits your needs. So that's it for me, Brian Messick, on this beautiful day from St. Petersburg College in St. Petersburg, Florida, and the Mira program. Thank you, TC Electronics, and thank you all. Have a lovely day.